You deserve better. You do not deserve to have anybody put your hands on you. From my own experience, and when I was young and I thought, well, he loves me. He doesn't love you if he's hitting you. He doesn't love you if he's hurting you. He doesn't love you if he's trying to kill you.
Domestic abuse and femicides are on the rise. The province has recorded 7 femicides so far, 3 months into 2021. The latest, a 29-year-old woman succumbing to her injuries Tuesday after being attacked in LaSalle on Saturday. Her boyfriend arrested that same day. There were 8 femicides in total last year. Now groups and advocates are calling for concrete action.
Women are trapped in a house with their abuser. It could be from moving your phone from one place to another. It could be not doing the dishes in a way that he would see fit. It literally could be just breathing too loud. It doesn't take much to create that tension for abusive men.
The pandemic is really highlight the fragility of the safety net that we try to establish for the past 30, 40 years. And it's very scary.
Experts are calling domestic violence against women in Quebec a pandemic in its own right. Women's Shelter Canada released a report in October that showed 50% of shelters in Canada were reporting an increase in the severity of the violence against women.
With the confinement comes the isolation. And the isolation, it's a very strong way for an abuser to continue to control and dominate, his victims. So what is very important to understand also, as one of my coworkers was saying, it's not a question of mental health. It's a question of control.
I had the feeling from the very beginning when we went on our first lockdown, I was very afraid of mental health was one thing, but domestic abuse coming up. And now I'm seeing it happening on the news, and it's just disheartening because it's like we need more shelters. We need more law enforcement to step in. These women need help. If they want to create change, they need to speak to more women like me, women who have been in domestic abusive relationships, women who have gotten out of those types of relationships. They need to come to us to ask us, well, what can we do?
Ahead of the Quebec budget set to be tabled Thursday, Alliance MH2 submitted 8 recommendations, one being more shelter space and stricter laws to protect victims.
She will be put in a shelter for a safety. Okay, but the guy will be arrested, maybe put in jail for maybe 24 to 48 hours, and then will be released. So it's not normal because he is the one acting badly, extremely badly, but she's the one hiding.
If you need help, reach out. Call the SOS Violence Conjugale line 24/7 at 1-800-363-9010 or text 438-601-1211.
But at the end of the day, it's the laws. We don't have strong enough laws that protect women that are going through domestic abuse.
In Montreal, Brittany Henriques, City News.